All right, biology wizards, welcome. You think you've got what it takes? Then you've come to the right place. This is the Biology the Rundar Challenge, where we separate the pros from the beginners. Let's get right into it. So you've burned the midnight oil, you've memorized the textbooks, you feel like you've got it all down. But are you ready for the questions that are designed to make you second guess yourself? This isn't just a review. Oh no. This is a 3-round gauntlet with questions that trip up even the sharpest minds. Let's see how you do. Okay, for our first round, we're diving into the fascinating world of flowering plants. Now, I know what you're thinking. Plant reproduction, easy. But the real trick is in the details, especially when they throw one of those sneaky assertion-reason questions at you. Let's see if you can solve this first puzzle. Here we go. Take a look at question 16. The assertion says that every cell in the sporogenous tissue is a potential microspore mother cell. And the reason? Well, the reason says it's because each of those cells can form a microspore tetrad. So, what do you think? Are they both true? And more importantly, does the reason actually explain the assertion? Go ahead and pause here. Really think about it. Lock in your answer. Don't cheat. And the correct answer is option 1. If you got that, you're off to an amazing start. If you didn't, don't even worry about it, because becoming a real Durandar isn't about just getting the right answer. It's about deeply understanding why it's the right answer. So let's break this one down together. First things first, let's make sure we're all on the same page with the main character here, sporogenous tissue. You know, you can think of it as a powerhouse of potential. It's this dense little cluster of diploid cells, and remember, diploid just means they've got 2 full sets of chromosomes, tucked inside a young anther. And here's the magic part. Every single one of these cells can grow up to be a pollen grain. That's its destiny. So let's connect the dots. The assertion is absolutely true. These cells are definitely potential microspore mother cells. And the reason is also 100% true. They use meiosis to create that microspore tetrad. But here's the real clincher, the crucial link. The reason perfectly explains the assertion. I mean, what makes a cell a potential mother cell? It's its ability to divide and create the next generation, right? The function defines its name. And that's exactly why option 1 is the only possible right answer here. Nice work on round 1. But don't get too comfortable. We're about to level up. We're leaving the world of plants and jumping into human reproduction with what I call the gamete gambit. Spermatogenesis versus oogenesis. It's a classic showdown, but it's absolutely loaded with traps for the unwary. Let's see if you can spot this. All right, eyes on question 51. Statement I is comparing the numbers. 4 viable sperm from one process, just 1 ovum from the other. Okay? Statement 2 is all about the timeline. It claims spermatogenesis happens throughout life, starting from birth, while oogenesis is all done before the baby is even born. One of these has a very clever, very subtle mistake. Read them closely. Which one is correct? Got your answer? You sure? Okay, the correct answer is, would you believe it? It's option 1 again. That's right, only statement I is correct. This is such a classic trap, and it gets so many people. Let's dig into why statement 2 is so wrong. And this table just lays it all out beautifully, doesn't it? Statement I is spot on. Spermatogenesis is all about quantity, making 4 working sperm. Oogenesis, on the other hand, puts all its resources into one big viable ovum, thanks to that unequal cytokinesis. But now, look at the trap in statement I. Spermatogenesis doesn't start at birth. No way. It kicks into gear at puberty. And oogenesis, it's not completed before birth. It just starts then. It gets paused, frozen in prophase 1, and only finishes the whole process if and when fertilization actually happens. The timelines are worlds apart, which makes statement 2 completely incorrect. You've solved the puzzle. You've dodged the gambit. Now it's time for the final round, the one that makes a lot of biology students break into a cold sweat, the inheritance enigma. We're talking about pedigree charts. But listen, this isn't about guessing. It's about being a detective and following the evidence. Okay, check out this family tree. The shaded shapes, as you know, are the folks affected by some genetic trait. Your job, your mission, is to figure out how this trait is inherited. Is it autosomal dominant, recessive? Maybe it's X-linked. Don't just go with your gut. Look for the patterns. Follow the clues as they pass from generation to generation. You think you've cracked it? The pattern is telling a story, and it points to only one conclusion. And it's our old friend, option 1 again, autosomal dominant. If you figured that out, seriously, congratulations. For everybody else, get ready, because I'm about to share a simple 3-step method that will turn you into a pedigree-solving machine.
The whole secret is just having a system. Step 1, look for skips. See how the trait shows up in generation 1, then generation 2, and generation 3. It never disappears? That's a huge clue that we're dealing with a dominant trait. Step 2, check for a gender bias. Are way more men or women getting it? Nope, looks pretty even here, right? So it's probably autosomal, not sex-linked. And finally, step 3, you just test your theory. Look there in the middle. 2 affected parents have an unaffected child. That's the textbook sign of a dominant trait. It all adds up perfectly. Autosomal dominant.
You did it. You made it through all 3 rounds. That's awesome. But, answering 3 questions is one thing. Really taking these strategies to heart so you can solve any question they throw at you, well, that's how you become a true biology durandar. So what are the big takeaways here? Think of this as your new toolkit. First, with assertion, reason questions. Always dig for the why. It's all about that connection. Second, with those statement questions, put on your detective hat. Look for those sneaky keywords like begins or completes, all or only. They can completely change the meaning. And finally, when you see a big, scary diagram like a pedigree, just breathe, don't guess. Follow a system, step by step, and the answer will reveal itself. And I want you to remember this. Seriously, every single expert you admire started out exactly where you are right now, staring at confusing questions and learning as they went. Becoming a master is a process, and today you took a massive leap forward. You've faced the challenge and you've come out on top. You saw the logic, you spotted the traps, you used the system. So now the only real question is, what's the next concept you're going to go out and master? Thanks for taking on the Biology the Rundar Challenge. Now go get 'em.